before this weekend, I didn't really know anything about Selena Gomez, other than I think I had one of her songs on my Apple Music. But I was listening to a podcast this weekend where she was a guest, and it was an interesting podcast. And then she referenced a documentary she made maybe a year or so ago called My Mind and Me. So I decided to watch it. It was really interesting. It's really raw and heartfelt and honest depiction of her life growing up. She grew up right here in Dallas and has battled mental health issues for a long time, anxiety, depression. She's being diagnosed as bipolar, and it's been really, really hard on her throughout her time of being a kid and a kid actor as well as a singer. And she's talked about how she's had to go to therapy. She's been in rehab. She had to quit one of her tours, I guess, a while back because of just all these mental health issues. She also has lupus, which has been debilitating to her at times. So it's a really fascinating, just raw interview with her, just depiction of what her life has been like. And one of the things she said that helps her the most is just connection with real people and real community, people who are not expecting her to have certain expectations, but she can be real with them, that they love her for who she is, that she's enough with them, and that's been a real blessing in her life. And she appears to believe in God to some extent, and even I think opens her concerts backstage with a prayer. But all that sort of reminded me of something I read in 2 Corinthians recently. Paul said this in chapter 7, verse 6. He says, "But God, who comforts the depressed, comforted us by the coming of Titus." And what was interesting to me about that is Paul says, hey, in our depression here when we're out doing ministry, God comforted us by sending us other people, sending us, connections, real people, a lot like what Selena was saying. And I think that's true. I think God brings people into our lives to comfort us and to help us through hard situations. And so if you're struggling with depression or anxiety or those things, certainly seek professional help for those, but also be on the lookout for the people God puts in your life who are authentic with you, who love you for who you are, who don't have expectations on you to be more than you are, and who just truly love you. They don't need anything from you necessarily. They just want to be in your life to love you. Just be looking out for those people, because those are people God's put in your life to help you, just like they did Paul here with Timothy. She closes the documentary with some writing, and it's several different things, but the one thing a couple things she says is, "I'm still a work in progress, but I am enough." And I thought that was a beautiful way that she ended it. So anyway, I hope this has been encouragement to you. I hope that you have people in your life who are an encouragement to you the way she does, and live with grace.